je vous aimerai. Ma foi, je ne sais pas. Peut-être jamais.
Savage.
Peut-être demain. Mais pas aujourd'hui. C'est certain.
Grand Rising, everybody. How's everybody doing this morning? It's me, your Uncle 79, the Spiritual Savage. Happy Friday, TGIF. It is currently 11:18 a.m. on December 5th, 2025. All praise is due to the Most High for waking us up, for giving us the breath of life, for allowing us to be here with one another today. I'd like to thank everybody for your continued love and support of this channel, all the well wishes, all the likes, the shares, the subscribes. Welcome to any new subscribers. Thank you to all the Savage Appleseed family members for the membership every month. I definitely appreciate that. Thank you to family members who have donated to the channel, whether that's through my PayPal, Cash App, Super Chat, or Super Thanks. I'm still kind of getting over this bug, so bear with me. I appreciate that, and I pray that comes back to you 10,000 times fold. You know who you are. I appreciate you very much. So the holidays are, they're not over, but the Thanksgiving holiday is over. If you celebrate Thanksgiving, happy belated Thanksgiving if I didn't get a chance to tell you that. I know a lot of us out there don't really celebrate it. We around here, we don't like to call it Thanksgiving. We like to call it Happy Family Day. So that's what we did. Had a lot of food, just kind of hung out with family, had a really good time. Then I got sick. The flu caught up with me. I usually get it around the first week in December. I don't get the flu shot anymore. Yeah, so I'm still kind of getting over that. Still feeling a little icky, so I'm drinking some tea here. But I should get back into full swing again by tomorrow, hopefully. Yeah. Garbage, calling other people garbage is a fucking joke. I said what I said. If you don't like it, unsubscribe. I feel like, I notice how, and I don't know if it's if it's really, make sure, yeah, it's working. I don't know if it's really, I don't know, maybe people, I don't know, sometimes I feel like people get mad when I'm not on here every day. But I really kind of feel like people get mad when I say something, when I discuss politics, which is their prerogative, not mine. If you don't like what I say, not so sorry. We all have an opinion. We all feel a way that we feel. And to be honest with you, the thing about politics, and really kind of, I don't know if it's a beautiful thing, but the real kind of the thing that kind of always interested me about politics is the division there. There's a certain party that their policies benefit certain people, and there's another party whose policies benefit other people as well. So there's going to be differences there, of course. And I don't have to like everything. You don't have to like everything. Hell, you don't even have to like me. And if you don't like me, why the fuck you keep watching? You know what I'm saying? People are just weird like that. But I noticed the moment I say certain things about certain people or certain people in office or certain things that I feel are very important to me politically and or racially, sometimes people get all out of their body. People get mad. They want to unsubscribe. People want to say nasty things underneath the video. I posted something and somebody said something really nasty, and generally I don't even you know what I'm saying, I don't even say anything. But this time I told the person, fuck off. You know what I'm saying? But they got a right to an opinion just like I do, just like you do too. So yeah, I'm getting tired of, I'm gonna start saying Whoopi Goldberg, shout out to Whoopi Goldberg, you know who. I'm getting tired of that, this kind of really kind of nasty, racist, misogynistic, xenophobic, classist things that come out of his mouth, and nobody checks him on it. Nobody, you know how if you have a friend or when you have good people around you and you do something fucked up, you got good people around you to call you out on that. Nobody's doing that, and it is very, very dangerous because when he says certain things, people respond to it in a very negative way. And I live in Minnesota, and I know a lot of Somali people. I grew up with Somali people. I used to date somebody who's Eritrean. You know what I mean? And they're good people, nice people. Now, we do have a big fraud thing going on here, and I was kind of, taken aback by that. But that's not everybody. I get so tired of certain individuals in society being polarized once they do something wrong. But nobody's talking about all these Russian gangs that are in the United States of America. These European gangs that are over here, smuggling drugs and trafficking people, doing all this mob style stuff. There's not a spotlight on them, and you have to ask yourself why. There's a lot of fraud that goes on around here. They're not talking about the white dude in Minnesota who was the CEO of the Chamber of Commerce in Minneapolis, embezzled a bunch of money from, guess what? Yeah, missing and exploited children. Like, he took a bunch of money from that. Nobody talks about. They're not talking about that though. They're talking about the Somali community. And yes, again, I do understand that it is a huge problem here, and they're taking care of it. But it would be nice. It would be nice if, if we could, if there could be a sense of civility and a sense of morality, coming from the CEO of the United States. But again, we don't have a public servant as a president. We have a businessman as a businessman as a president, and so business as usual, And I really feel. I feel a lot of ways about a lot of things. I've been watching it all unfold over the last couple of weeks with these narco terrorists and, these boats being blown up off the coast of Venezuela. And no, nobody wants drugs brought into this country. Drugs destroy a lot of lives. And for those of us out there, me included, that have had issues with alcoholism and drug abuse, we understand what it does to us and what it does to our communities, what it does to our families, our children, our neighbors. We understand what it is. But there's a lot of wars that are going on inside of the United States of America. And I think I said that before. Why aren't they dropping BOMBSs on these neo-Nazi motherfuckers? These racist radical groups that are meeting every day, plotting and planning and strategizing and doing all these little kind of nasty, fucked up things around this country. Drop a BOMBS on their ass. Target them. Arrest them. A war on racism. You know what I'm saying? A war on racism. Or how about a war on pedophilia? Let's do something about that. They are busting a lot of these rings. They are getting a lot of these people thrown in jail. But what people have to realize is that these investigations were going on long before who in his clown car of a circus administration got into this office. There have been agents that have been dedicated to these cases for upon years, putting in a lot of hard work, and all they do is come in and act like they're the savior. That's just a distraction from everything else that they're doing. I'm just telling you what I know. I said it a long time ago. These people ain't doing shit but a smash and grab. They're all getting rich while everybody else is starving or about to be. That's all this is about. I heard that Marjorie Taylor Greene, when she stepped into office, was worth about, I don't know, $700,000. And now she's worth $25 million. Now you tell me, where's the math at? How they all getting rich like that and everybody else is starving? So I really, at the end of the day, wanted to talk about that because we have to, I like politics and I can sometimes be a news junkie. I've scaled back on that. But we all should be aware of what actually is going on and why. There's a very 3D aspect to it. There's also very much a spiritual aspect of it as well. A lot of what's going on now is about spiritual suppression to weaken us spiritually. And it's true. And so we, again, it's that if one of us starves, we all starve or will eventually. And when people understand that, because there's only really 1% of the population that's going to be okay if something really fucked up happens here. The rest of us are going to be fucked up. And so until we can understand that, when we're all starving, when we all are sick, when we all are homeless, that your skin color, your gender, your sexual orientation, your spiritual and religious beliefs will not matter. Because we were all created by the same God. A lot of people would dispute that that's what you want to do, but I believe that we were all created by the same God. And so this whole kind of thing that we got going on here on planet Earth is turning into a big mess. But again, it's clean up. There has to be a mess so that we can clean it up. So I digress. I want to just let everybody know out there, if you're out there this morning and you are struggling with anything, if you are depressed, if you're feeling lonely, you're feeling sad, that I love you. And I mean that. And the one thing I do know is that there's strength in prayer. If you ask for help, God will provide that for you. All right. but you have to, the only thing that you have to do is your responsibility is to take some type of action. You can pray all day long, and yeah, you will get some strength, and you will get some advice from that. But once you get that strength and you get that advice, you have to make some type of action. There should be some type of movement. And it doesn't matter how small either, or how big. It can just be something very small, and you just build off of that, and you build off of that, and you build off of that, and things will get better. So, glad to be here with you guys. I do have a download that I got. I'll be right back in a second. All right, so thank you for holding. So I've been dreaming like crazy, and I generally don't keep up with the moon cycles, but then after I kept having these dreams the other night, I was like, man, there must be there's obviously a full moon coming up, because I dream, but I was having dreams back to back to back to back, and somebody came to me in my dream. She was an older, light-skinned black lady, and it was weird because she was standing, just standing there. But you know how, like a light marquee, kind of like in my intro, it said, I'm Celestine, died at age 81. That's what I saw. And so I don't know, it says Grandma Celestine died at 81. And she said, drink your antioxidants. That's what I heard. That's what I saw too. Got a couple of other things that I wrote down as far as the dreams are concerned, and I'll come back with those with another couple of messages. But until then, Archangel Michael, please clear out and protect the energy for this reading, so I give a clear and concise message to the collective. I'd like to ask that all evil eyes go blind and all ear hustling demons go deaf. And I'd also like to do a return to sender 10 times fold, guided with love and light, things that do not belong to the collective and me. Some more to be, some more to be, some more to be, and so it is. All right, we're going to pull a few cards from the What's Going On Around You deck, because I feel like that's what I should be pulling. So let's see what's going on here. Can I get some cards for the general collective energy this morning? Damn, this year went by fast, y'all. This year went by too fast. It seemed long, but it's almost over. Less than 25 days, 26 days left, all right? So let me get a couple of cards out, all right? All right, we got grocery store coming out. Let's get another card, please. We'll get 3 out. Hit the like button for me. Share, subscribe, comment in the chat, comment down below. I would appreciate you very, very much. Oh, there's too many cards. Let me get a SUV. Huh. Let me get one more, please, Holy Spirit. Male. Jail, prison. Spirit said just get 6 altogether. There's an obsession here as well. I'm gonna take that. Let's get one more out to crown it here. Yikes. There we go. White, Caucasian. And the cards go blank. And of course, we'll get some tarot out here to clarify these cards. But before we do that, let's see what we got going on. So we have grocery store, SUV, male, jail, person, and obsession. You could be seeing a SUV, like a black one. I'm seeing a black one. You could be seeing like a black SUV. I don't know, like a Tahoe, or I don't know, like a Suburban, something like that, but like a GMC, you know, those kind of Secret Service kind of cars. I don't know if that's what I want to say, but a black SUV. You could be seeing that when you go to the store, or you could just be seeing it a lot. Now, male Mail could represent some type of correspondence or delivery of some sort. Jail, prison, obsession, white Caucasian. Somebody's out of jail. Somebody's out of jail. Maybe somebody that you used to communicate with. Maybe somebody that sent you some type of messages here. My phone just lit up too. So somebody maybe that you used to communicate with, or somebody that you obviously know. You could be white or Caucasian, or they could be having somebody follow you. Maybe somebody's following you from having somebody follow you from jail. You know what I'm saying? People do that. Let's see what we got going on here. So let's see. There is an obsession here. Somebody's very, very obsessed with you, or has some type of obsession. We'll give it another shuffle, and then we'll cut it. I'm telling you here, somebody. Somebody's being slick around you. Somebody that is very loyal to somebody. Somebody who's very dedicated, being paid to do this too as well. Somebody is being very, very slick around you, okay? Very, very slick. Somebody's following you around. Creeping. Why can't people just leave you alone? You know, why can't people just leave people alone? If somebody doesn't want to be bothered with you, leave them alone. It's kind of like, you know, what happens is that, and for those of y'all that know, you know, maybe you don't know, maybe I'm finna put you on some game, you feel me? So sometimes people will meet people while they're in jail, and, you know, be their cellie or somebody that they have a friendship with. Oh, you finna get out, I need you to watch this person, follow this person, get to know this person, especially if you're dealing with somebody that's obsessed, okay? And I'm telling you, that's what it seems like. I'm picking up, like, with this grocery store SUV, and I just got God bumps here. Grocery store SUV, you're seeing like a black truck or a black SUV here. This person could be Caucasian. Let me get a card, please. Tell me about grocery store SUV, male, jail, prison, obsession, white Caucasian, please. What did I say? Somebody that either you used to be with or somebody made an agreement. Two of Cups. Tell me about this Two of Cups, please. Empress. Give me one more. The Devil in the reverse. Obsession. Somebody that you used to be in a relationship with has been working very, very hard. Has put, you know, with this, you know, this also represents to me sometimes. So the Eight of Pentacles can talk about work, but it also talks about mastering a craft, but being very dedicated to something. Now, the Eight of Pentacles can also represent to me sometimes somebody sitting their ass in a jail cell. This is all they got to do. This could be somebody sitting around, I don't know, do what the fuck they do in prison. Woodworking, writing, doing something, a plan, planning something here. It's not the Seven of Pentacles, but we'll see what's coming up here. Let's see. Yeah, it's somebody could be a Cancer in jail. Somebody that's locked up behind bars. Now, with this Eight of Pentacles here, to the Chariot. So again, it's about this person working to achieve something, and they're doing all this behind bars. It's a bad motherfucker here. You feel me? Somebody's behind bars, and they have somebody following you, okay? This is gonna be, I don't know, this could be a confirmation for you. You know, you gotta pay attention to your intuition. But this is somebody that was very, very toxic. And hell, to be honest with you, you could be a dude. I don't know. Cause you know, we got the Empress out here. That's just divine feminine energy. You're in the upright. This Devil is in the reverse. This Two of Cups here. So this is somebody that either you or something was very kind of toxic here is what I'm picking up. You broke it off. Obsession though, because somebody was obsessed with you. And I hope ain't none of y'all out. Now everybody need a friend. Okay, everybody need a friend. We all either know somebody in prison or has been in prison, and we had their back, wrote them, talked to them, sent them a little bit of shit for their commissary. But I tell you, you know, my sister be watching Love After Lockup or whatever the fuck that is. It's, you know, some people, love lives in strange places. I ain't judging nobody, but the last thing I'm doing, I'm not to be, you know, pen pal with somebody I don't know. Because then, you know, that's what it kind of seems like. So that could be the case as well. It's just weird to me. But hey, a lot of shit that I do is weird to people too. But I'm just saying, you guys got to be careful with that. Especially with this online communication shit. I've known people that have communicated with people behind bars, and when they got out, they regretted that shit. And mind you, these aren't people that they knew. These aren't people that they knew before they went to prison. These are people that they knew, that they met while they was there. Give me another card, please. So now that we know what we're dealing with, this person's been working on something behind bars. Tell me what this person. Queen of Swords. Just the title card. Give me one more. We got the Queen of Swords to the Three of Cups in the reverse. Let me get one more, please. The Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Five of Wands. They've been telling somebody some really kind of bad things. They've been speaking. What they're saying is the truth. Three of Cups in the reverse can talk about gossip. And here we got that Knight of Pentacles again in the reverse. Right there it goes again. Seven of Swords. So this is like a warning. Or a confirmation for somebody. You might want to get in contact with law enforcement. Knight of Swords there in the reverse. Following this. Knight of Pentacles. Excuse me. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Seven of Swords in the reverse. Yep. I can't make it up. Here we go. This King of Swords in the reverse. Death coming up. That's Hitman energy. And, you know, death doesn't necessarily have to mean that this person is going to, you know, red rum you. But this does mean that this person wants to cause an ending for you, trying to pop up on you too with the Page of Cups behind that as well. Page of Wands behind that. This is somebody, yeah, Page of Wands, Ace of Cups. This person has been telling, the Hermit in the reverse behind that tells me somebody's coming out of somewhere. So, okay, so let's just recap this. Queen of Swords to the Three of Cups to the Wheel of Fortune. Whoever this person that's obsessed with you, this person that you were in a relationship with or had some type of connection with, is communicating things. The Queen of Swords talks about communication. It's supposed to be honest communication, but this Three of Cups here tells me that this is gossip. This person is lying. Wheel of Fortune. This person is saying that you created a lot of bad things for them. Like you were the cause of their downfall. And this Five of Wands to this Five of Wands to this Eight of Wands in the reverse. Somebody is, again, this is about stopping, bringing some type of drama here. Now, I do see this so the Eight of Wands in the reverse to the Knight of Pentacles to the Seven of Swords, both of them in the reverse. This really does tell me that this it's whatever this person is doing is going to be stopped. I don't know how, but they're going to get caught. And again, with this Knight of Pentacles here, this person is very dedicated. So either there's somebody owes somebody a favor or somebody's promised somebody some money. Because yeah, people will, you know, look out for their person. I mean, if they're like, I'm not seeing like the Hierophant in the reverse energy out here. I'm not seeing like there's a gang involvement, but I am seeing here with this Knight of Pentacles coming out again, though. This is somebody that's dedicated to doing something here. And with that pentacle there, that tells me that this person is either, there's something that this person's receiving and probably some money. This King of Swords in the reverse to death here, that's Hitman energy. So somebody's probably being paid to fuck you up. I keep saying that I just have to find the other USB thing because the camera's getting on my nerves. Where we at? 13 minutes. Hit that like button for me. Share, subscribe, comment in the chat, comment down below. You know, I'll get some more clarifying energy out here. We'll round it out at about maybe 20 minutes for the reading. The letter T is significant. get three more. Somebody's a Pisces. Somebody's from the East. You see how that flew out? Somebody's from the East. Somebody's also a Capricorn, and we do have that out here. Let me get one more. Somebody's just with you for money or sex, and the cards go blank. So this could have been somebody you was just with for money or sex. I'm just keeping it a buck. I'm just keeping it a buck. You know, you know, they karmic sometimes, we karmic sometimes. We grow out of that karmic shit, and we put forth the effort to do that. But you know, sometimes, and I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about, because I ain't no gold digger. That's one thing I ain't never been, is no gold digger. But you know, sometimes you could have just been kicking it with somebody because they had money, or they were giving you money, or maybe the sex was good. I don't know. We got T from the East. Somebody's a Capricorn just with you for money or sex. And I'm telling you what I'm picking up on here. Somebody's obsessed. And if you're the Empress, that Empress energy, I'm telling you, it's kind of like that saying, once you go black, you never go back. Once you go Empress, they can't put it down. And you could be male or female with that energy. Sometimes people just really kind of like that. Yeah. Got to be more careful, I suppose, right? 1600 on the clock. DC could be significant. Somebody is from the East. Virginia. Do I want one more? You guys want one more? Let's see. Do I want to use these? Let's see. Not this one. All right, so I'm gonna use these cards by Sassy Lux 3333 down the rabbit hole. It says, please do tell me more, and then I'm gonna end it. This is just for you to know. All right. Pretty sure the little canary in the coal mine is about to start singing. So somebody could actually be telling. Somebody could actually snitch. You know, look at that orb. Jailhouse snitch energy. Could be, huh? Yeah. See? I'm telling you. Somebody's going to say something, because this came behind the King of Swords. Somebody's going to be saying something about this King of Swords in the reverse to death. But in the meantime, in between time, yeah, this person's, listen, planning on popping up on your ass. So somebody could be coming by with this mail shit, talking about, I got a delivery for you. No. Leave that bitch at the door. And if they leave it at the door and you're suspicious of it, contact law enforcement. Don't take it in the house and open that shit up. They've been doing this. Listen, to Temperance, very kind of patient. It's very patient. Hidden. Hidden. Very, very patient. She cried a little too hard when he got arrested. Was that sadness or relief? What, man, I'm trying to tell you. This is somebody that you used to... Somebody that you used to be with or used to know. And this person probably was getting on your nerves and they got locked up or something. Or maybe you put this bitch behind jail. Behind bars. I don't know. Was it sadness or relief? To me, it sounds like this person being out of your life was a relief for you. And you know, if it was a relief for you, then it wasn't for them. You know what I'm saying? All right, family. Let's put these cards back up. I'm closing out this message. That is the end of this message. Please make sure you hit that like button, share, subscribe, comment in chat, comment down below. Hype me up if you feel like it. If you can do it, I would appreciate that. All the love and support I receive from you guys. All right, I'm going to be back here momentarily. It snowed, so time to go do some shoveling here in a minute before it freezes over. But in the meantime, in between time, I'm your Uncle 79, the Spiritual Savage. Remember, you grow, I grow, I grow, you grow, we grow together. It's always love and light. It's always love and light around this bitch. And remember, I love you very much, to the moon and back. See, when I don't say it the right way, it fucks it up. But I love you to the moon and back. In the meantime, in between time, deuces. Savage.